channel. Sorry about that. Welcome back to my channel. If you are watching the live, please go ahead and type live in the comments. And also go ahead and introduce yourself as well. And if you're watching the replay, you already know that I appreciate you. Also type replay in the comments. And yes, go ahead and drop a live in the comments, in the chats, so that I know that you're with me in real time. So let's get into this message today because, guys, it is a word. If you're new here, please, by all means, introduce yourselves in the comments. What is your name? Are you watching from? And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. You guys are the best. Thank you for all that you do. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, please go ahead and check out my grants videos. Yes, you already know by now that I'm the grants queen. I always share grants information with you guys on this channel on a daily. Yes, every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can also, of course, catch me live on YouTube every Sundays at this time, 1 p.m. Pacific time. So please go ahead and introduce yourselves in the comments. I'm actually taking a look at the comment section right now. So go ahead and introduce yourself. And while you're introducing yourself, let me also go ahead and introduce myself. And if you're seeing me for the very first time, I think also demands that I also go ahead and introduce myself while you do the same thing. So besties, my name is Miriam. I'm based here in California. I'm a wife, a mom, a student, yes. And I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm a fashion designer. So yes, that is about it. Please introduce yourselves in the comments today. It's a big topical. Yes, so let's talk about how to win big just by taking small steps every single day. Yes, every single day. So success is made up of, the little things that you do every day. It's not a big word. It's not a one-day event. Success is not a one-day event. Just in case, there are some people that have that misconception that, yes, when I hit that success, as if it's something that happens in one day. No, it does not happen in one day. It's something that you do over time. And that's why when you go to school, for example, maybe you're studying for maybe a 4-year course or a 3-year course or a 5-year course, you graduate in one day. But trust me, you didn't just graduates in that one day. You did certain things over time and you earned that degree. And that's exactly what success is all about. It's about taking steps every day towards your goal. So if you have not introduced yourselves, please go ahead and do that. Now, this is a question I have for all of you that are watching me right now, whether you're watching the live or you're watching the replay. How many of us want to wait for the perfect time to start? Let me start with this quick question. How many of us are waiting? Well, let me wait until I feel good. Let me wait until I feel right. Let me wait until I get those items. Let me wait until I get my house, looking like a 10 over 10 plus 10. Or let me wait until I get the best outfit. Or let me wait until I, learn how to do this or learn how to do that. I'm not judging you here. Type me in the chat if that person is actually you. So guys, I used to be that person too, some time ago. Yes, I wanted to wait until Monday. Sometimes, let me wait until Monday. Let me wait until the first of next month. Let me wait until end of the month. Let me wait till next year. January 1st next year. And interestingly, we're about to hit the next, a new year is upcoming. And I know a lot of people have been putting off a lot of things, a lot of plans, a lot of goals, waiting to have more money before they do it, waiting to have more confidence before they do it, waiting to have more motivation before they do it. Chill. I mean, people will give all kinds of excuses under the sun, just to know, hey, my sister, thank you so much for joining me. Hey, I see you everywhere. You're on fire. I can't do. I know. Unigwe, Victor. I can imagine. What are you talking about? You're talking about starting a YouTube channel, Victor? What are you waiting for? You said you're scared of the niche to start with. So today, I want to share with you how to win big, yes, by taking small steps every single day. Yes, so that's what we want to discuss. So if you're someone that has been telling yourself, I'm going to start next year, or I'm going to start next month, or I'll start at the end of in 2 weeks time. No, today I'm going to help you break that, that's barrier today. Now let me break this down a bit. Here is why you need to take small steps every single day. Because when you take small steps, the first thing you do is you're building momentum. It's like riding a bicycle, or getting on a treadmill. That it slows down at first and then it picks up to whatever speed you have set it to or whatever incline you have set it to. But in the beginning, it slows down. You start slow, you start small. You see what I'm saying? That way, you also get to build belief in yourself. When you do it the first day and you're able to do it the second, it's about being consistent. It's not about being perfect. It's about just showing up, Okay, Katrick, hi. Thank you so much for joining. Shadra Das, thank you so much for joining. And please also don't forget to let me know what part of the world you are watching from. So you have to start, and please like this video and also do well to share, like and share this live stream so that more people, will be blessed by today's message, really, because there are lots of people that procrastinate and put off things that they should start today. They put it off till tomorrow, and tomorrow may never come. They may never even see the light of the day. So today we want to talk about why you should start small. And like I said, you get to build momentum when you start small. And number two, you start to believe in yourself. When you do it today, you do it tomorrow. This is something that you have struggled with for years. Like, I'm going to start this thing today, I'm going to start this thing tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes never. Yeah, and that's what happens in a lot of cases. That's why they say dreams die. A lot of people, there are lots of talents in the graveyard because people end up dying without ever achieving any of their dreams. Because why? They postpone and procrastinate until the day comes. You know what I'm saying? So today we want to talk about how to just get started, regardless of what you have, regardless of your resources, regardless of whatever wherever you are, even without the skills. The most important thing is for you to get started and stop waiting for the perfect time. And like I said, when you start small, because you're consistent, you start to believe in yourself. That's one part. And number three is you start to build discipline. Yes, you realize this thing is not rocket science. So it's not just reserved for the high and mighty. I mean, there are lots of people that you look up to, maybe politicians. For me, I love, I love to understudy people who are really successful, people who have been able to, sit down, set their goals and achieve every single one of them. And one of which, trust me, all of the politicians that you know today, they do these things that they do it afraid. They do it afraid. If you're waiting to get the confidence before you start, you will never start. If you look stupid, and that's one thing about social media, especially if you're planning maybe to start a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel or whatever on social, or you're planning to start a business, and right now when you start a business, there's literally almost no way you can escape being on social media. And if you don't want to look stupid, you're not ready to start a business, so you have to be ready to look silly in the beginning. Yes, you're going to look like someone that doesn't even know what he or she is doing. But if you try to run away from it, then you never get better. There's no way you get better. Remember, you're 100% better than someone who did not take a chance, who did not do anything at all. It's better to start and fail than not start at all. Why? Because when you start, I think I mentioned this last week, when you start and you fail, the next time you're going to be smarter and better. You're going to start again more intelligently this time around. And that is the reason why it's important for you to start. Do it afraid. Do it regardless. Do it, just show up. I'm telling you. And you begin to stack wins. Yes, the fact that you show up shows that you're ready. Yes, you're ready for success. You're ready. The thing is, you might not see the results immediately, but guess what? You're building the muscles. Yes. And once that muscle grows, oh baby, you become unstoppable. Yes, so drop a like, or if this is like hitting the right spots, go ahead and write just type in I'm unstoppable. Type it in the chat if this is really hitting the right notes in your head. So because I know that there's someone watching this video right now that has been praying for big results by avoiding the small steps. You cannot avoid the small steps. You have to take those steps. So let me give you an example. So let's make this really practical. If you want to start a business, you can start with just 20 minutes in a day. What do you do in 20 minutes? You can start to write your business plan. You can start to, what do you want to sell? Or you can even use the 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes, the first day of the 20 minutes, like I said, 20 minutes every day. The first day can be devoted to just thinking of what you want to do. I've seen a lot of people, I've come across a lot of people, and it baffles me because I can relate. That makes me kind of like, I'm more appreciative to God. People want to start business and they are excited. And when you go to them and you're like, okay, what business you want to start? They have no idea. Like it's interesting. They don't know. So if you can spend the 20 minutes the first day to think of what businesses, not just one, what businesses, so that you can, narrow down and then choose the one that is best suited for you. So just invest 20 minutes of your time every day. So if you're in that category, you want to start a business but you don't know what to do, you don't know what to sell, you don't know what product or what service, you can just start by thinking, coming up with ideas, coming up with different businesses, things that you are highly skilled at, things that you can actually, your transferable skills, things that you can offer in exchange for money. So you can start by writing down every single thing that you feel, that you can exchange for money. That's one. 20 minutes every day. And if you're someone that wants to also lose weight, you can start with just 10 minutes walk. You can start with just 10 minutes walk. So if you want to be consistent on YouTube, for example, you can start with one recorded video every day. One video even if it's a short video, let's even say shorts, because you want to build momentum. I'm telling you. And if you want better finances too, you can also start saving every single day. It's not about the amount, it's not about the time, it's about the habits. It's that consistent habits that you start to build over time. And when you do it over time, you start to believe in yourself, you build momentum, you get better at it, you start to build discipline and realize that those things that looked far-fetched for you some time ago is actually very doable. It's something that you can do. I mean, it's something, maybe you've always admired someone who is consistent, who consistently eats healthy, who consistently goes to the gym, and you think it's not possible in your own case. By the time you do it once, you do it the second time, like, this thing that this person is doing that seemed like rocket science. It's achievable. I can do the same thing, and guess what? You start to believe in yourself. You start to get better, and you start to get better and better. And okay, somebody said something from a simple middle class. Katri said, I'm from a simple middle. I've seen some of your programs. I think you can. So how, in what way? You can go ahead and apply for grants. There are lots of grants that are open to people from all over the world. You can go ahead and check them out, on my channel. So that's something I would like to put out there. Now, if you've been following me for a while, nothing I built came from one big move. No, it came from choosing every single day to do something, even no matter how small it is. I choose to do something every single day. And that's why I talk about the compound effect of action. And the interesting thing is, if you improve on what you do today, like, it's always good to do it better the next time, right? So let's assume that you improve by 1% every single day. At the end of the year, just 1%, better, you're producing something better, you're doing something better. At the end of the year, you have improved by 37 to 38%. But at the end of the year, it gives you that compound effect. And I'm talking about small actions that are repeated consistently. And this is going to help you create those massive results over time. I'm telling you. And that's literally how every successful person that you admire today, that's how they got to where they are. So yes, if there's something that you really want to do, you can put yourself to the test today. What exactly is that thing that you've been putting off? Put it in the comments, put it in the chat, in the comments, so that when I read your comments, I can also cheer you, I can encourage you as well. So put your small step in the chat section. Yes, let's hold each other accountable. I'm going to ask you the next time, okay, how far have you gone on this project? See this space as a safe space. I'm telling you, it's a growth space, and it's a place we level up together, because I am also on my journey. Please, guys, if there's anything at all that you've always wanted to do, that you've always put off, no matter how little it is. For some people, it's about maybe starting their blog, and some people have even forgotten that they want to start a blog. They've forgotten because they just never took that bold step to start, and some people don't even, and that's another thing. If, like I said, if you want to start a business, you don't know where to start from, you can start by just brainstorming on ideas on what exactly to do, what business to go into, whether it's product-based business or a service-based business. Now, another interesting, very important that I see a lot of people miss out on is writing, having a note or a journal. Write down the list of things that you want to accomplish. Some people don't know it, and some people don't, because they don't have all these qualities, they haven't built themselves up over time. They tend to forget. So there are people who have 1 million things they want to do, but they never do any of them. They have these bright business ideas, they have these wonderful genius ideas, but guess what? They don't do anything about it. And when you see the next person doing the same thing that you've conceived for years, but you never took an action, you start to say, but I knew this thing before this person, but did you do anything before this person? No. No is the answer. So search yourself, search within yourself. What is that thing that you've always wanted to do? What is that business idea? What is that goal that you want to get? A journal today? Get a piece of paper, get a pen, and write it down. Write down all of your yes. Make it plain, make it simple. Write everything down. Because the truth is, you're either building or you're decaying. One of the two. You are either growing or you're going down. I'm telling you. And I want to tell you this: 5 years of tiny daily decay will create a life that is filled with regrets. I'm telling you. And a lot of people never ever recover from that. So flip it the other way. The other side, to the other side. 5 years of tiny daily progress creates a life filled with fulfillment. Creates a life filled with fulfillment. And this is something that separates the top achievers from everyone else. It has nothing to do with talent or luck. Nobody is lucky. And I don't like it when people say you're just lucky. I don't like that statement. I don't like it. In fact, somebody said something one day. The person said, it's even a song. He said, I work all night to get lucky. I think is it to stay lucky or to get lucky? I don't know if you know the song. I work all night to get lucky. And that's it. When you work hard and people say, well, you're just lucky, as if that thing was thrown on your laps. You just woke up in the morning and the thing, it's like manna from heaven, it just dropped on your laps. You didn't work hard for it. That's not a fair statement to make, to say somebody you're just lucky. No, people work hard. There was a time I listened to an interview by that was conducted by what's it called, to Jennifer Lopez, and she said something and I could see it. I only needed to see her face, her facial expression. And she said she works harder than anyone else that she knows. That's what she said. I could see it. So if you want to be lucky, I mean, you want people to say, oh, she's lucky, just start to work towards it. It's an annoying statement. It is an annoying statement, especially for people who have worked hard to get to where they are. And they say, you're just lucky when you haven't put in a quarter. What am I even talking about? You have not even put in 1/10 of the sweat and the energy and all the effort that you put. Somebody just comes from somewhere and says, you didn't do anything, you're just lucky. No, it doesn't work like that. Because I want to tell you something. Extraordinary results actually come from ordinary actions performed with extraordinary consistency. A lot of people actually assume, like I said in the beginning, a lot of people assume that success is one dramatic moment. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. When you study successful people closely, you find something that is entirely different about them. Their success is built on one small decision at a time, one focused hour at a time, one disciplined action at a time. See, and I'm telling you this, if I was even thinking about it this morning, if social media is going to rob you of your goals, if it's going to rob you of your focus, if it's going to distract you from getting to where you want to go, please, you can delete those apps, all of the apps that distract you. You have my permission. Delete those apps. I'm telling you. You'll be surprised how much you're going to achieve within a short period of time. If maybe you have to do a lot of things using your phone, you can do those things without getting distracted. Oh, there's this notification, that notification. You don't need all that for yourself. And if you're someone that also, have been trying to, read books, for example, if you're someone that gets distracted, for me personally, I don't read where I have my phone. I do not. I put my phone in a different room and I read in a different room because I want to have 100% focus and attention. So if there's anything that is distracting you, take it out so that you can maximize that time. Remember, I talked about 20 minutes. If you have 20 minutes to brainstorm ideas on the kind of business, whatever business you want to start for yourself, And out of those 20 minutes, you have spent 10 minutes scrolling through the streets of social media. You have just wasted your time. You have just wasted your time. Congratulations. You have wasted your time. If you really want to achieve success, then you have to be self-motivated. How do you get self-motivated? By doing those simple things every single day. Those simple things every day. Thank you, Nikki. So you have to commit to doing those simple things every single day. And like I said, a lot of people never start because, they can't imagine how 1% can matter. Or you think 1% is too small. It's not. I told you. At the end of the year, it compounds to about 37 to 38% increase. 38 to 30, 37 to 38% change. So you see, the reason why a lot of people stay stuck is because they're waiting for the perfect conditions. They are waiting for more. I need more time. I need more money. I need more clarity, excuses. I need more confidence. But the truth is, that perfect time never arrives. It never arrives. I'm telling you. If you're a high achiever, you'll understand this. I'm sure Hidayat Sambo can tell. You don't wait for motivation. You don't wait to get to feel motivated. You don't wait for inspiration. You build simple systems, and that's something a lot of people need to do. You need to build simple systems, repeat small daily actions until momentum takes over. And when you have that momentum, you don't even need anyone to remind you. It's not about how you're feeling. It's not about you feeling good or you feel like doing it. You do it regardless of how you feel. Those feelings are valid. Yes, you can feel, you feel discouraged. You don't feel like, but you know what? You learn to ignore that noise. You learn to ignore the noise of distraction. I'll tell you something. On Friday, I went to the gym on Friday, and the truth is, I did not feel like going to the gym. But you know what? I've gotten to the point where I don't even need my opinion on whether to go to the gym or not. I went regardless. And I felt better at the end of the day. Because I ignored the way I was feeling. It's not about how I'm feeling. It's about getting things done. And this is why a lot of people stay stuck. They stay stuck because they're waiting for the perfect conditions. They are waiting to feel like doing it. You don't have to wait for motivation. You don't have to wait for inspiration. Go ahead and do those small, tiny daily actions every single day. So if you want to write a book, for example, you can write for just 10 minutes every day. If you really want to do it, 10 minutes every day. 10 minutes tomorrow, 10 minutes next tomorrow. And then with time, you increase it to 15 minutes and then 20 minutes. And before you know it, you are done. So you can, if you also want to start a business, like I said, you can spend 20 minutes every evening building your own plan. And if you also want to improve your health as well, don't overhaul your life. Just add one healthy habit every week. What's one healthy habit? Drinking water, enough water, replacing sodas with water, eating more vegetables, walking more, exercising. You just spend like 20 minutes every day. Add one healthy habit every week if you're someone that wants to, improve up on your health. And I want to tell you that transformation happens through daily action. Through the things that you do every single day, not through dramatic gestures. It's not something that you just do it now and then in the next 6 months you disappear. No, that's not how it works. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. So do something once and it's an action. Do it every day. Do it every day. It's one action. When you do it every week, it becomes a routine. When you do it every month, it becomes a habit. When you do it every year, it becomes part of your identity. And that's why I said you don't have to feel like it. There are times, what am I even talking about? Every single time I come live, what's with the blonde hair? That's what I feel like doing. Thank you, Emily. That's what I feel like doing. So that is something that you need to understand. That's something that you need to you have to inhale that, if that's the word, for lack of better words to use. And this is the reason why people who transform their lives don't talk about motivation. No, they don't. They just talk about identity. Yes, so if you're a runner, you don't need motivation to run now. No, you don't. You just run because that's what runners do. So every action that you take, is a vote for the type of person that you want to become. It's a vote for the kind of person that you want to become. So what are you doing about it today? Guys, there's always a delay between action and results. Always. So imagine if you're not taking action at all. There's no results waiting for you. Forget about it. But if you start taking action today, there's still time in between. There's a delay between action and results. So it's best you start taking action now so that you will see the results tomorrow. It's true, Nikki. So that you see the results tomorrow. Seeds grow roots. When you plant a seed, it grows roots first. There's work going on underneath the ground before you start to see the plants sprout up, before they break through the soil. So just because you cannot see the progress doesn't mean that growth is not happening. Because you can't see is not a sign that that growth is not happening. And a lot of people quit during this invincible phase. If you're a high achiever, keep going. And let me emphasize this, guys. If you're consistent, even while others quit, you win by default. You win automatically. You win. After 6 months, a lot of people disappear. After 1 year, nearly everybody is gone. After 3 years, you're standing alone because you are extraordinary. Because you stayed in the game. I mean, you're not really extraordinary, but because you stayed in the game. 6 months, a lot of people are gone. What is Salo? But after 1 year, you find out that you're like the only one. After 3 years, you're the only one standing. Everyone else have left. So if you want to be, where are you going to be in 5 years' time? Yeah. Are you going to be 5 years better? Or are you going to be 5 years older? If you want to change your life, you have to identify one major goal for the next 12 months. What is your goal? Not necessarily 10 goals. One goal. If it's to move from point A to point B in your life, write it down. How do you move from point A to point B? Go ahead and determine the daily actions. The things that you do every day that will guarantee your success if you do it consistently. So choose 3 to 5 daily non-negotiables. What are those things that you do every day? Make them small enough, almost negligible. You know what I'm saying? Make them really small enough that you cannot fail. Make it really small. Something that would not, if you're Yoruba, something that would not, you don't have to overthink it like, hey, it's time to go and do this thing. Make it really small. I'm telling you. Then set up your environment. I call it triggers, positive triggers. Set up your environment to, make the right actions easier. I'll give you an example about, setting up the right environment. So if you're someone that's maybe your goal is to lose maybe 12, 20 pounds or 50 pounds in a year or 50 kilograms in a year, what do you do every day? Eating right, yes. And of course, working out as well. Working out, for some people, you think workouts makes you slim down or something. It gives you form. Yes, there's a whole difference between someone that eats right and doesn't work out and someone that eats right and works out. There's a whole difference. So forget that, It's not just about eating right, though. You have to also work out. You have to move your body. So you have to, set up your environment. So if you're someone that maybe you want to work out, the triggers that you can use could be putting your workout clothes beside your bed when you wake up so that there is no point, saying, oh, what will I wear? Put those, set up your environment to make the right actions easier for you. You see what I'm saying? So if you're someone that you really want to work on your goals, you can take away your phone. Removing your phone or anything that distracts you will help you. You're setting up your environment to make the right actions easier for you. And the next thing you need to do is to track your consistency. Do not break the chain. So imagine where your life, where you will be in 5 years from today, if you commit to these things. I mean, the skills, the relationships, the income, even the energy, the confidence will be built from daily simple actions. So I want to remind you today, your future self is waiting for you. They can't come back to help you. You cannot travel backwards, but you can move forward. Yes, you have control over the future. I mean, what you can do for yourself in the future. And I hope that with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that you can actually take small steps every single day towards achieving your goals. And I want to leave you with this word. Please always remember that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. I'm a Christian, so I'll always quote from the Bible. The Bible says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I hope that you're able to take that bold step today, and hope in the Lord that God will help you achieve every single goal, every goal that you have on your mind. So thank you all so much once again for watching. I'm your girl Miriam, and if you have any topic you want me to cover, please put it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to. Thank you.